down, like just
I know. I have like loose shirt underneath, but it's like.
It's honestly wouldn't be even bad if you wanted to put something like tight on, like as long as it's not like constantly like too scratchy or anything. Like a light thermal. Sometimes I like throw that over.
Like that thermal.
That's not too bad.
There's loose thermal.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the LI Sports Network getting ready for game 1 of 3 here on the North Rink. 2 of 6 total. KPC, EI, ready to go. Puck down. We are underway. No anthem tonight here in this developmental matchup. KPC wearing their white uniforms, 11-8, 4th place in the developmental division right now. Holding on to that coveted final playoff spot with just a few games left in the regular season. East Islip 7-11-1. They are in 5th place with 16 points, as that one's called offside. We'll go to center ice for the draw. My name's Travis Quigley. Happy to be here taking you through the call tonight. Wally Mitchell on the camera for us. Center ice. It comes back into the EI zone. The last game of the regular season for both of these sides as playoffs are approaching. Up the ice, driving wide, collision on the wall, sticked away. Penny trying to keep this one in, successfully does. That's James Penny. He's back with James. Pass is blocked. SCHSHL top of the developmental division, 35 points. Northport with 26. West Islip in 3rd with 23, and KPC with 22. That is the playoff picture. No chance for anybody to catch SCHSHL. They've got number 1 locked up. Northport does have the 2 locked up as a save's made on the shot from the point. Penny scoops it up. KPC with a win here could leapfrog West Islip. As West Islip again mentioned, 23 points. KPC sitting with 22. West Islip, we'll have to keep an eye on them as well, though. They still have 1 game left in the season. If they win that, they will stay in front of the Knights. Just about 2 minutes gone here. So our playoff matchup's not confirmed yet. Turnover forced in front of the net, but no shot able to get through. That one is cleared out of the zone. Antico in the net. Gets set as Ivers races in. Ivers with the shot, stick save for Antico. Northport Huntington beating SCHSHL 2-1 on the other side right now. As Montuori carries in with the puck. Montuori with a shot, save made. Declan Grieve, the starting netminder for East Islip tonight. As the Knights are able to chip it out. And they've got numbers. It's 2-on-1. Nieder drives in wide. Nieder takes it to the backhand. Toe save, rebound. He scores. Early on, Nieder makes it 1-0 for KPC. A move to the outside and a quick move right back to the backhand. Great save by Grieve, but stays in front on his own rebound. And 1-0 lead for the Knights here in the first period. Taken away at the blue line. Swept into the zone. Penny back to collect. Comes in behind the net of Grieve. Around the cage, up to the point. Barreling through. Turnovers forced. KPC in. Shot on. Save made. Rebound. Poke to the corner. Solid defensive play from Schmelacher. Held in by the Knights. That shot through. Blocked off. Penny going after it. Played back in front, comes off a skate. Irizarry collects, and the high flip clears the zone. Lee racing across on the backhand, chips it off the wall. That one pushed forward, and now it'll be a 1-on-1, make it a 2-on-1 opportunity again. Shot blocked by Penny. as Rocco let that one fly. Penny looks to skate it out. And Penny, one-on-one, poke checked at the red line. Great play by Hayden Lee. Fired in by Irizarry. First on it, Nico Walton. Walton drives up to the blue, knocked away, cleared out of the zone. Icing going to be called here on KPC. 1-0 lead for the Knights here in the first period. Kevin Broderick, Rowan Loddick taking you through the call over on the south side. Developmental hockey underway over there to kick things off. Wednesday night hockey in the SCHSHL. Another icing call on the KPC Knights. Travis Quigley here, Wally Mitchell on the camera for us on the north side for the triple header. We'll move to freshman hockey following this matchup here. Nieder's goal was unassisted. Chiefs looking for a response. It's off into the corner. Walton being defended by Herfel. Taken by Penny. Not much of an angle there for Penny. Hit the glass. Sepulveda on the keep-in. Played out front by Long. Nobody home. Herfel off the wall. Cullinan back with Herfel. Hits Broxmeyer. Broxmeyer across. Intercepted by Walsh. Puts it into space. Keeps going, but hacked away. Dumped in Sepulveda. Police up the boards. Put back deep by Ivers. Wrapped around Long. Montuori keeps it. Ivers off the wall. Couldn't settle it down. Police poked away. Montuori drops it back off to Ivers. Ivers cuts across. Good job staying on side. Now Ivers dances in. Ivers with the shot. Stopped up there. Jack Antico read him there. Kept the 5-hole trap closed. Stays 1-0 for the Knights. Puck gets chipped out. Chance here on the outside shot. Stick save by Grieve. Great play starting back in the own end there for Pelk. It's chipped out to Ivers from Iliano. Ivers moves to the middle of the ice off on the backhand. Ivers shoots. He scores! Ivers ties it up at 1 here in the first period. 9:15 to go. 29th goal of the season for Connor Ivers. Able to beat Antico 5-hole that time as it's dumped in by Cusack. 1 away from 30 goals on the season, and that goal for Ivers gave him point number 40. Been a tremendous year for Connor Ivers here in the developmental division. Head fake into the zone. Shot glove save by Greaves. Skips to the outside of the net. That's a great look from Zarnecki. Held in at the point. Schenkel's shot kicked away for Cena. Drops it back to the point. Comes out to neutral ice. Backhanded over for Schenkel. Henry Schenkel wraps it in. Sepulveda back for it. Off on the outside of the net. Now up the half wall. Kicked out middle. And it's cleared. Irizarry chasing after it. Zarnecki there first. Stick lift helps us clear. It's a great play by Forcina. Pelk off the boards. Irizarry trying to get off the ice. Long jumping on. Pelk over the line. And we get a whistle. Offside going to be called there. 7:58 to go in the first period. Toe drag taken away by Long, and Lee hustles back, whacks it over to the wall, and the Knights get it out. Right back in with Schmelacher, but Chiefs got to tag up. Up the wall, hinged back now. Niedert, the goal scorer for KPC. Slides it ahead, Cullinan. Rolling middle, up the skate of the defender, Walton. Walton up the boards. Niedert keeps it in. Slides the pass over. Goldberg shot blocked. Schmelacher takes it back behind the net. Rocco all over it. 2-on-2 battle as Nico Walton steps in to take the puck. Niedert on the keep-in. Pass is blocked by Penny. Kept deep by Cullinan. Penny and Rocco battling. Penny trying to kick it over. James gets it to Patrick. Patrick, room to skate. Stretch pass, hits the tape of Long. Long over the blue, felt the pressure coming, dumps it in. Lee's first back to touch for KPC. Long, got the angle right there, slows it down. Walton takes a check. Puck still free behind the cage. Niedert rolling with it. Got the stick lifted. Stays in with Walton momentarily. Battle continuing. Now it's chopped out to the red line. Rocco looking to collect. Trying to force it deep. Instead, back out. It's Penny. Crunch to the wall by Niedert. EI trying to make a change. They successfully do. Rocco collects that bouncing puck. Moves it into the slot. Intercepted by Ivers. It's Ivers now. With speed down the boards. Ivers cuts middle. Lost his edge. And it's out with the Knights. Stretch pass. Just missed the tape of Remsen. Remsen and Walsh after it. Walsh gets there first, winning the foot race. But the stick lifted by Remsen. Walsh stays with it. Plays it around. Ivers with a hack. Quick give and go to Ivers. 2-on-1. Ivers across for Montuori. Montuori off the wall. Back for Ivers. Just wide. 5.5 remaining in the first period. Played ahead out of the zone. It's Remsen. Knocked away by the stepping up Sepulveda. And Sepulveda slides it to Montuori. Montuori. Inside out move. Shoots it. Short side but wide. DeMundo. Walsh steps up. Keeps it. Across. Montuori trying to pick that off just beyond the outstretched stick. Into the zone. Police weaving in. Lost possession. Walsh cutting across. Steals it. Solid play right there from Avery Walsh. She now leads the breakout, moving it to Cusack. Cusack's pass blocked. It goes back to Walsh. She just clears the zone. Montuori knocks down the pass. Rolling back, looking to create space. It pops to Sepulveda, clears once more. Stick lift Irizarry. Police recovers. It's now with KPC. Into the zone. Walsh up the boards. Out through the middle for Broxmeyer. Stepping up Irizarry. Now Irizarry pokes it ahead 1-on-1. Irizarry sweeping. Poke check. Knocked it away from Police. Back with Irizarry in the corner. Centering pass blocked. Spun up the boards. Penny going to pinch to keep the zone. Penny to the goal line. Out front. Cleared away. Still in the zone with Penny. Looking goal line. That pass is knocked down. Out through the middle of the ice come KPC. Versina trying to catch up to it. Schmelacher just does enough to slow it down, put it back to neutral ice. Pelk jumping up on it. Back with Versina. Now stepping up. It's Herfel. Danica Herfel drives wide. Centering feed. Irizarry got a piece, but Versina's there. Versina's shot is blocked by Penny. Out comes Irizarry with 3.5 minutes remaining in the first. 1-1 hockey game. Irizarry cuts and shoots. Save made. And it's covered up. Whistle taken by Antico. 1-1 the scoreline here between EI and KPC. Travis Quigley with Wally Mitchell. Right out to the slot off the draw. Nothing doing there. Cleared out by the Knights. Sepulveda is back to reset. Up the boards, touch middle by Penny. Long just over skates it. Kept in. Driving through though, Nico Walton. And Walton forces it out. Penny puts it up into the penalty box inadvertently. And we'll get the stoppage. Patrick Penny takes it away, floats it on goal, save Antico covered, and whistle taken. 2:44 remaining in our opening period. Both sides with a goal. Owen Niedert with his 22nd of the season, and Connor Ivers with his 29th. Centered out front, didn't make it through. And now back out of the zone. Shot through, they score! Sarnecki puts it top shelf, and it's 2-1 for the Knights. Great take through neutral ice here by Mason Sarnecki. And beats Sepulveda. Puts the shot right over the shoulder of Declan Grieve, and he's got his 9th of the season. 15th point for Mason Sarnecki, and a 2-1 lead for KPC. Here in the first period, can EI get that response? They found it quickly last time. Can they do it again? It only took about 2 minutes for them to get the tying marker. After the opener from Niedert, they've got about 2 minutes left in this opening period. Buzzing through, it's Niedert. Stops up top of the circle. Across for Cullinan, under the tape. Montuori collects. Looking for Ivers splitting through. Blocked by Lee, but Penny's there following up the play. Penny goes in wide, protecting the puck. Shot save. And it's held there by Antico. Left of Antico. One to the wall by Remsen. Chopped out to Remsen. Penny's going to jump it. James Penny on the dump in. Wrapped around hard. Iliano racing after it. Came off the twig. Trying to move it middle for Ivers. Puck's held in the zone. Right to Ivers. Dumps it on the backhand. Montuori gives chase. Lee there first. Up the wall. Ivers wins it. Turned up north now by Remsen. Puck cleared, comes back into the KPC though. Niedert will regroup. Galloping through neutral ice, fakes the slap shot. Nell pulls the trigger, rings the bar. Ivers pass off a skate, goes to Iliano. Iliano takes a check from Niedert there as we enter the final minute of the first period. Headman to Ivers. Ivers across to Montuori. Montuori takes the shot, blocked. Ivers chasing after the rebound. Covered up Antico. What a shift from Owen Niedert right there. A 2-1 lead with 40 seconds left in the first period. One to the wall. EI looking for the tying tally. Comes around onto the near side of the ice. Through the middle. It'll be picked off. Dumped back in by Raguseo. Police there first. 25 ticks left for Brigg. Sepulveda after it. Icing called. 17 to go. Again, face-off one to the boards, cleared out by KPC. Another icing coming. 8 seconds left now. Ozone draw, East Islip down by 1. Late first period. One to the slot. Backhand try, Irizarry went wide. Herfel up the wall, and time's going to expire here in the first. 2-1 lead for KPC over East Islip. We'll take a quick pause. Back in a moment here on the LI Sports Network. Second period, and it's East Islip who will put the puck into the KPC end as the Knights lead 2-1. To begin our middle frame, KPC in the number 4 spot right now in the standings, dancing in. Rocco gets the stick lifted, stays with the puck though, but unable to get a shot through ultimately. Broken out through the middle of the ice, tapped ahead by Penny. Patrick unable to catch up to it. But he's going to be able to circle back and scoop this one up at the red line. Slides it over to Long, but on the back check, broken up there by Charlie Remsen. Walton taking it off the boards, overskates it. Rocco gets it out, sliding it over to Cullinan. Met by James Penny. Penny taking it backwards. Rocco's F1. Penny now with a quick cut. And here he goes. James Penny with a ton of pace up the ice. Looking to go coast to coast here around Police. Takes it out. Pass in front for Long off the backhand. Penny rolls back to the point. Pass just behind Walton. Cleared out Cullinan. Walton intercepts. Trying to get back into the zone. Offside. Chiefs didn't tag back up in time. 2-1 lead here for the Knights. Minute 14 into period number 2. Travis Quigley here taking you through the call. Wally Mitchell on the camera for us. Knocked down Montuori. Ivers trying to keep it. Unable to hold it. Now they tag up. It comes all the way back to Sarnecki. Sarnecki, the difference maker right now, has the goal that gave the Knights the 2-1 advantage. As it pops out to the far blue line, skated in by Remsen. Sepulveda meets it up the wall. Not out of the zone. Now Ivers is able to clear. Sarnecki will reset things. Skated in with numbers. Pass just in front of Broxmeyer. Montuori's back. Now puts it off the wall to Ivers. Ivers is off 1-on-2. Ivers drags and shoots. Blocker save. Ivers to the slot. Just missed the stick of Geduldig. That puck gets cleared out. And icing going to be called on KPC. Faceoff is to the left of Jack Antico. Around the boards for Cena. That's held in. Nieder drives wide, trying to stuff it in. He scores! The quick backhand forehand move, and Nieder with 2 tonight. 22 on the season. 3-1 for the Knights. Great take, protects the puck, and just gets it between the glove and pad of Declan Grieve. Starts at the Antico stop on the far end. And the Knights come back and bury. Second of the night, Nieder. And again, big save from Antico, defensive side of the puck. Penny steps up on Nieder there. Nieder still gets the shot through. Came off a stick. Nieder hat-trick hunting early in this second period. Poke it away from Penny. Keeps it in the zone. Back down the boards. Rolling through the middle for Cena. For Nieder at the blue. Keeps it in. Irizarry trying to jump the pass. It's Pelk protecting on the wall. Walks off, puts it across. Forcina shoots just wide. Pelk and Penny battling. Pelk comes out of the corner to the slot. Shot just missed. Brigg so close right there. First of the season almost for Brendan Brigg. Nieder keeps it in, starts to drive the cage. Stick lift Irizarry. Now will shoot. Covered up by Grieve. Phenomenal shift right there from the KPC Knights following up that third tally. And with a 2-goal advantage, still early here in the second, momentum is building for the Knights on the home bench. Sepulveda, weak side wrap. Kept in by Herfel. Pops in the air. Goldberg settles it down. Herfel again trying to just keep this puck. It'll be stolen away by Avery Walsh, and she leads it. Avery Walsh cuts through a little bit too far in front. Ends up popping right to Antico, who covers, but that's a great play from Avery Walsh. Starting in the defensive zone and now leads to an offensive zone opportunity for East Islip. One back. Pass long and over the stick of Walsh. Now it's a foot race back for it. Sepulveda's there in time for Long. Touch to Walton. Walton trying to center it to Penny. Comes back to Walton into the zone. Walton rolls into the slot and shoots. He scores! Nico Walton makes it 3-2, 14th of the season, and 10:37 to go. Great take by Walton off the boards, and as soon as gets the 2 feet inside the house, pulls the trigger on the wrist shot. Let that thing fly and put it top corner. It's 3-2. Avery Walsh dumps it in. Little chip and chase here. Walsh continues on the forecheck. Sarnecki stops up, keeps it behind the cage. Takes it onto the backhand. Broken up Penny. Penny puts it into the corner. Roxmeyer looking to clear. Sepulveda holding the line. Penny pulls it off the boards and shoots for a stick. Goes cross corner. For DeMundo. Chopped out for Remsen. Remsen. Wide on Sepulveda. Now numbers save made. Grieve kept it close. No rebound. Great job to cover that one up for Declan Grieve. Back to Sarnecki, winds for the slap shot. That's deflected off into the corner. Scooped up by James Penny. Looking middle to Ivers, just missed the tape. Sarnecki back middle. Monteori intercepts, but carries back in offside. One back for Schinkel. Weak side wrap. Iliano fans on the first attempt, able to chip it to the corner though. Ivers collecting. Ivers, pass blocked off. Monteori trying to find it. Only one who did was the netminder Antico, glove over it for the whistle. 9:15 remaining in our middle period, 3-2 the score. KPC in front of EI currently. Backhander out front, they score! Right off the face-off, it's Jack Iliano, and we are tied. Ivers wins it into the slot, and Iliano, the high lofting backhander right over the head of Antico, second of the season for Iliano, and it's 3-all. What a great goal that was, as Ivers forces the turnover. Monteori trying to get it back to him. Nieder breaks it up. Nieder off the glass, out of the zone. Penny will knock it down just beyond the blue line. Curls it back for Monteori, and north into the O-zone he goes. Bounces off the check from Nieder. Moves it to the slot. Lee intercepts and puts it back into the corner. Nieder looking to go now. Ivers hacks it away. Touched over to Brigg. Brigg puts it past Schmalacher. James Penny back on defense, last line. Moves it to Monteori. Monteori over for Iliano. Our most recent goal scorer gets the puck in deep, takes a big check in the process, but Ivers is there to take the puck. It's Ivers. Backhand try, blocked off by Pelk. Ivers takes it back, takes a check from Nieder. Moved to Forcina, but Penny on the keep-in. Penny back to the corner. Lee racing after it. Gets it past Penny, who's trying to plug the wall. Ivers holds the zone again. Monteori off to the corner. 8 minutes remaining in period 2. A weak side wrap. KPC will get it out this time, as Penny looks to close it off and collect towards the end of the shift over to Sepulveda. Sepulveda quick up for Irizarry, chips it in deep. Lee right there. Ivers just holds it at the blue, but Pelk able to take it right back. Pelk recovers out of his own skates over the blue line now. Chipped it past Penny. Rocco gets the stick lifted by Penny. Pelk still following up the play. It's cleared out by Ragaseo. Lee dishes across for Nieder. Over the blue, flips it in. Sepulveda's first to it. Kept in Nieder. Dragging shot off target. Cullinan. Fan on that attempt. Comes to Cusack. Clears the zone. This puck is going to be right on goal, so no icing. See if Antico keeps it moving. He does. Nieder again off the glass. Knocked down. Kept in the zone by Walsh after Ragaseo got a piece with the twig. Moved middle Cusack. Lee picks it. Walsh on the pinch. Keeps it in the zone, but puck pops right to Rocco, who has a straight line out. Rocco. Cut move at the blue line. It's with Nieder now. Off the glass behind the net of Grieve. Cleared out by Cusack. Lee at the red with Irizarry buzzing after. Moves it quick across. Nieder into the zone. Off the boards. Now cuts to the slot and shoots. Stick save. Big rebound off the back wall. Cullinan put it wide. Chiefs clear the zone. Icing is called. 6:10 left in the second period. 3-all. We are past the halfway point of this game. And these two teams are all tied up, squared away. It's been an excellent battle so far between the Knights and the Chiefs. Shot from the point gets blocked, and off to the races is Lucas Long. Long, back pressure taken down by Herfel, and a penalty going to be called here. Power play on the way for East Islip. So Danica Herfel called 2 for hooking. Good start for KPC. They clear the zone. DeMundo back to chase. Penny with the pass. It came off the stick of DeMundo. And pops right out. Police going to keep it in the zone, but now it's pushed ahead. Walton poking it in deep. Walton settles. Pass blocked. Kept in by Penny. Ends up behind the cage. Wrapped up the wall. Ivers holds it. Ivers with a shot sticked away by Antico. DeMundo clears. Ivers snaps it long to Montuori. Montuori and Police racing after it. They both overskate it. Pops to Penny. Penny with a try. Pad save. Rebound. Montuori trying to go across for Ivers. It's kept in by James Penny. Missed Ivers with the pass. We get a stoppage. Looks like we're coming outside here. One of the Chiefs, I believe, was in the crease. .45 seconds left on the power play. Penny shot blocked. Sarnecki out in front, man taken down, penalty called. Long took a cross check there from Schenkel, and it'll be 5-on-3 for the next 38 seconds. Great chance here for East Islip. Off the wall, kept by Penny. Shoots, he scores! Patrick Penny on the power play. East Islip in the lead, 4-3. Wasted no time on the 5-on-3 chance. Penny with a shot to the net right off the stick of Sarnecki. Deflects over the glove of Antico. And for the first time tonight, East Islip have the advantage. Back to 5-on-4 hockey now. Into the zone, Nieder weaving through. Swept away last second. Walsh puts it around the boards. Pops to Patrick Penny, who clears. Sarnecki settles it at the red line. Avoids Long. Ivers pokes it away, though. Long back through the middle, broken up Broxmeyer. Avery Walsh jumps it, takes possession. And Walsh run into by Pelk, still able to put the puck deep. Penny on a stick lift, trying to get some help from Long here. Sarnecki can't clear. Penny rolls onto the backhand, it shoots over the net. Patrick Penny hungry for another one after getting his 10th of this season. Looking for number 11 quickly. Sepulveda gets a touch. Penalty going to be called. Hooking going on East Islip, and it'll go to 4-on-4 now. Nico Walton to the box. Some open ice here for the two sides. KPC will have a brief power play for 1 minute and 5 seconds once Schinkel returns. So a chance to get it right back and tie it back up. Four-on-4 we go. EI clear. Nieder, quick D-to-D pass. Here comes Lee over the blue line. Lee from the outside with a wrister, steered away by Grieve. Penny will take it. James Penny wraps. Lee keeps again. Back to the corner for Rocco. Rocco lets it go around to Forcina. Forcina trying to go back to Rocco. Stick lift. Stolen away. Moved out through the middle of the ice. Irizarry giving chase, as is Niedert. And Niedert wins the foot race. Turns north, carries the puck, pushes it ahead. Onto the forehand now. Wide on Penny and shoots. He scores! Hat trick for Owen Niedert. 4-4. 2:50 to go in period 2. Great take from Nieder, and what a rip. Puts it past Grieve, didn't even move, didn't even have time to react. That's how hard that wrist shot came in. Can't blame the netminder there. I don't think anybody was getting in front of that one. That was a bullet from Nieder to secure the Hattie and get this game knotted back up. Now it's a power play for KPC, and that's another important part. That goal came just before 4-on-4 expired, so now a full minute here with the man advantage. Nieder trying to spin away from Walsh. Nieder shoots just wide. Almost put up the 4th tally of the night for himself. Kept in, great job there by Lee. Now winds for the slap shot, redirected by Rocco. Never made it on target. Up top, Nieder blasts it. Held by Declan Grieve. Both sides getting some fresh legs on the ice. .203 remaining in period 2. Northport up 3-1 over Sachem. Developmental hockey currently on the south side. As that puck goes wide. Cleared out of the zone by EI. High stick will be called. That's Sachem Northport, important to note because those two teams are 1-2 right now here in the developmental division. Northport doesn't have a chance to catch Sachem, but means a lot heading into playoffs next week. They start on Monday. We've got developmental semis Monday night, freshman quarterfinals. As Penny missed Long, but Long still able to recover, put it in. Taken away from Pelk now. Long with a chance to the net. Stick save. Antico stuff play. Another stop. Great play from Long and great response from the netminder Antico. Pushed outside by Pelk. Goldberg drops it back for Pelk. Taken though by Penny. Wraps it weak side. Police keeps it. Police with a shot. Pad save. Rebound there. Pushed away. Sepulveda will skate now. Sepulveda over the blue. Wrister. Sticked away into the corner by Antico. Final minute now. Pass comes off a shin pad. Cullinan unable to clear. Right in front of the EI bench. Walsh kicks it in. Walsh trying to stick with it. Now it's Long. Long with a shot blocked by Police. Goes to the corner. Patrick Penny to the slot for Walton. Back to the point, Sepulveda. With the wrister, knocked out of the air. Herfel got a piece of it first, then batted down by Pelk. Herfel gaining the red line, dumps it deep. Takes a bump to the wall by Walton. 20 seconds to go. Pelk all over Walsh. Wraps it around over the stick of Goldberg. 12 seconds left. And numbers here for EI. Moved middle by Walton. Jumped by Police. Clears it back out. 5 seconds left. Can KPC get one last shot? Remsen over the line. Remsen knocked to the ice from his knees. Can't get it through. Time expires. 4-4 hockey game. 15 minutes of regulation left. Don't go anywhere. We've got the final third period coming up here on the LI Sports Network. Third period underway. It's Ivers with the puck. Dumps it in. Comes all the way around the net behind Grieve. Cusack, Penny combined to help keep it in. And now it's chipped out by the Knights. They've got numbers racing ahead. It's Remsen. Remsen works to the middle. Remsen knocked off the stick, but a shot still comes through. Just missing was DeMundo. And now Ivers sees room to skate. 3-on-2 for East Islip. Connor Ivers, dipsy doodle in, shoots, he scores! Make it 30 for Connor Ivers. It's 5-4 for EI. A great move, staying in the middle of the ice, and a great shot. EI up 5-4 now. With the early goal just 44 seconds in for Connor Ivers. 30 this season for the East Islip forward. Nader, great move. Just off target. Missed by about 6 inches there. So close. He's hunting for that fourth goal of the night. That shot's blocked. Cleared out. Lee will circle back to get it. Montuori providing pressure. And it's Montuori who gets the angle right, takes it away. Looking for Irizarry. And Irizarry was defended tight there by Brigg. Pushed all the way into the EI zone, but Walsh with the quick up for Irizarry. Irizarry trying to beat Lee to the puck. He does. Irizarry out front, just missed Montuori. Now Niedert scoops it off the boards, and here it goes. Owen Niedert. Niedert, toe drag, breakaway chance, save made. Out to the high slot with the pass. Sepulveda got a piece, and now here comes Montuori racing out. Tied up by Pelk. Great play right there. Pelk, pardon me. Pelk got it to Niedert on the poke, and Niedert's shot goes wide. Forcina out of the corner, spins, has Brigg and Pelk out front. Paddle stop there, and absolutely needed from Declan Grieve. Pinballing through neutral ice, Niedert gonna settle this. Goes across for Forcina, and it pops off the stick of Penny into the penalty box. East Islip looking for another tally. Walton, pass gets blocked. Danica Herfel, great job going coast to coast here. Still with the possession, off into the corner now. Plays it all the way around into soft ice. Pass gets blocked though, and now it's out with Penny. Patrick Penny with numbers, moves it to Long, trying to get it back. Great play, Police. And put the body in the lane of that pass. James Penny holds the blue line. Looking middle was Long, never got there. Police skates it out. Police. Quick spin move. Now out front, Penny trying to sweep it away. It's still loose in the slot. Penny with another hack at it. Herfel on the keep. Herfel rolling shot blocked by Long. Took that one off the skate. Clears the zone. KPC just trying to go quick up. EI with the 1-goal advantage. Knights put it back in. Walsh. Up the wall, it was blocked. Came right back to her though. She stays with it until it's taken by Rocco. Rocco drives to the net with a shot. That's blocked. Nico Walton took it off the shin pad. It pops to Goldberg, spinning try. And the save was made. Back in, Herfel offside called. Great look there from Goldberg. Over the blue, quick try from Montuori, taken down by Sarnecki as the wrister went off target. Ivers to that save made. Rebound still free. Ivers trying to get it back. Just pushed away in the nick of time. Dangerous right there in the slot. EI keeping it in momentarily. Ivers on hat-trick watch here. Already got his 30th of the season. He gets it back, taking it to the net. Backhand, returns to the forehand, broken up Sarnecki. Great job from the Knights defender, staying tight to the puck there. Headman to Remsen. Remsen over the line, offside on KPC. Ten minutes to go in the third period. KPC had a 3-1 lead at one point. EI's battled back. It pops to Remsen. Remsen couldn't get a shot off. Ivers turns it. Schenkel on the keep-in. Schenkel. Wrist shot's blocked. Sepulveda was in the lane. Now intercepts a pass. Trying to clear the zone. Sepulveda. Sarnecki kept it, but following up Montuori clears. Great job getting over was Schenkel. Ivers cuts through, keeps the puck, shoots, blocked by Sarnecki. Covered up Antico. Out front, just missed the stick of Cusack. James Penny holds the zone, puts it back low. Lee chasing it. D-to-D pass for Niedert. Up the wall, Brigg clears the zone. The two number 14s for each respective side battling at the red line. It's James Penny who puts it back in deep. Lee's there, spins it up the boards. Penny holds the zone again. But now it's Niedert who finally settles the puck down, takes possession into the offensive zone. Being harassed on the back check by Penny, knocks the puck free. Cusack clears. Lee skate to stick, wraps it back into the zone. 8.5 minutes remaining in regulation. Penny to Ragaseo. Back off the wall, Niedert blocked it off. Pelk helps it out now. Another keep in by Pelk. Pelk keeps possession this time. Shots blocked. It's a good try from Pelk right there. Well, to Cusack, clears. Foot race for it. Lee will win it. Elects to go right back off the wall. And Niedert's going to scoop it up. Niedert drags and lets it go. Kicked away by Grieve. Irizarry elects to send this one all the way down. This puck is going to lose its juice. Icing gets waved off. Long couldn't keep the zone. Rocco moves it ahead. Niedert over the blue line. Inside out fake. Now to the middle. Backhander. Save made Grieve. Pelk keeps it. Moves it across. Missed the tape of Goldberg. Off the wall. Kicks over to Patrick Penny, who skates it out himself. Penny continues to drive. Niedert on it. Puts it in. Walton after it. KPC trying to make a change. Rocco going to carry the puck north. Rocco not around Walsh. Cullinan though, stick lifted by Penny. Clears the zone. 7 minutes remaining in the third period. East Islip trying to end their season with an exclamation point. KPC trying to possibly jump up into that third seed for playoffs. Pass gets blocked. It's Niedert. Continues to walk. Looking back door. Blocked again off the skate of Walsh. Cleared out of the zone by Sepulveda. Niedert off the outside of the net with the shot delayed. Penalty coming. And it's a high sticking call. Looks like it's going on Nico Walton. Actually, it looks like both players getting called here. So Walton's getting 2 for high sticking. It looks like Niedert's getting 2 unsportsmanlike. We'll get exact confirmation, but we're staying 5-on-5 here. No power play coming. Third matchup of the season between these two teams. KPC won on October 13th, 5-3, and then they also won February 4th, 9-7. So indeed, it was unsportsmanlike and high sticking. So a win tonight for EI. As that one off the outside of that from Police. Obviously, it would be their first one of the season against the Knights, and would end the regular season, end 25-26 for the Chiefs in style. We already know who our 4 developmental playoff teams are going to be. KPC season will continue next week, but for EI, this is it for them tonight. They want to go out with a bang, with a couple of exclamation points. They've got a 5-4 lead with 6 minutes to go. Remsen driving in. Knights trying to tie this up. Chiefs trying to hold on. For Remsen. Off the stick. It's now Penny. Penny moved ahead. Montuori trying to chip it past Police. Slowed it down just enough. Gets it back ahead for Remsen. Gets it through the skates of Ivers, but Penny back checking, takes it. Goes across the slot and out into neutral ice. Herfel will regroup. Her pass is picked off by Ivers. And now Ivers is driving in. Ivers is going to go on a breakaway. Ivers to the backhand. He scores! Hat trick for Connor Ivers. 6-4 with just over 5 minutes to go in regulation. Ivers completes the hat trick. A great deke there. Phenomenal effort trying to get back with the paddle for Antico. But Ivers with the yawning cage just puts it over the stick. And it's a 6-4 lead now for the Chiefs. Pelk with a shot goes wide. Big kick off the wall. Irizarry's there to spin it around the boards. Final 5 minutes here on the North Rink. Middle for Sepulveda. Sepulveda stops up, swept aside by Schenkel. Puck taken by Pelk. Pelk through the neutral zone. Crossing over the blue, drops it outside for Forcina. Forcina knocked to the ice by Walsh. And it looked like we got a penalty call there on Walsh. High sticking call on Avery Walsh there. And a power play for KPC now. You hear there's Zamboni on the south rink behind me, so we're 1 game down. And Northport, Developmental, picking up the win over the Sachem Braves. Shot from the point, blocked. Again, those two teams are locked in 1 and 2. Sachem 1, Northport 2, but that'll be big for Northport, building their confidence. Rolling into playoffs, the semifinals on Monday. Both those teams, not sure who their opponents are going to be. Pelk with a try, that's off the outside of the net. If the result holds here, KPC's the 4 seed, West Islip's the 3 seed. KPC trying to battle back, get a win, give themselves a chance at the 3 seed. A win tonight, they leapfrog West Islip in the standings. And then it's a waiting game, watching to see the West Islip result. Half wall, pass to the slot, intercepted by Penny. Clears the zone. Zarnecki plays it to Long. Long, looking middle, lost his footing. We'll keep an eye here on Antico. About 3:30 left, down by 2. We'll see if the Knights get aggressive in pulling the netminder. Zarnecki leads the rush, 45 left on the power play, shoots. Skate save from Declan Grieve. Pelk out front, paddle stop. Cleared out by the Chiefs. Schenkel. For Rocco. Rocco middle, broken up. Cleared out by the Chiefs once again. Just 15 seconds left on the penalty to Avery Walsh, and Montuori wins the foot race to it. Looking middle, intercepted by Sarnecki. Sarnecki drives wide. Shot sticked away to the corner by Grieve. We go back to 5-on-5 hockey. It's cleared out by EI right to Irizarry off the bench, but poked away. Following it up, Montuori. Puts it towards the net, blocked off. Book follows it up again, takes it back from his knees. Backhand try, it's the side of the cage, and Antico will cover it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. East Islip looking to hold on, end their season on a high note. KPC gonna call timeout here with the D-zone draw. You gotta think they'll be looking to win it and get Antico to the bench as quick as possible. Down by 2 goals here. Owen Niedert got the scoring started 2 minutes, 39 seconds into the game, an unassisted tally. His first of the night. Connor Ivers responded with his first, assisted by Iliano a little over 2 minutes later. Mason Sarnecki answered back with 2:23 to go in the first, gave the Knights a 2-1 advantage heading into the middle frame. Owen Niedert again early, just a $1.28 in, buried his second of the night, but again, just 2 minutes after that, Nico Walton found the tying marker, made it 2-2. Right off the face-off, Jack Iliano from Connor Ivers, about 1:30 after that, made it a 3-2 game. And then 5 minutes later, Patrick Penny on the power play. Tallied, gave East Islip a 2-goal advantage before Owen Niedert completed his hat trick right towards the end of period 2. 45 seconds in, Connor Ivers, second of the night, gave East Islip the 5-4 lead. And then Ivers again with 5:18 remaining made it a 6-4 hockey game, completing his hat trick, matching Niedert here in this hockey game, as Niedert's going to take it off the draw. And here we go to the bench, Antico. Niedert's over the blue line. From the outside, a shot, save made. Puck still loose, Grieve couldn't find it. Now Niedert, wraparound try, he scores! Fourth of the night for Owen Nieder, and it's 6-5 with 2:03 left. The initial save made, but Grieve wasn't sure where it was. Knocked loose by Rocco. Nieder follows it up and wraps it home. 1 goal game, 2 minutes to go. Nieder back over the blue, swept away by Nico Walton. That pass intercepted. Walton puts it in deep. Long keeps it in for East Islip. Stopped up by Walton behind the net. Plays it to the slot for Long. Intercepted. Schenkel puts it to the corner. Great play there. Number 16 in white. Back to the bench. Goes Antico. Net empty. Nieder stops up. Lets it go. Pad save for Grieve. It's Penny around the wall. Patrick Penny unable to clear. That chance blocked by James Penny, and James is going to skate this out. Chipping it past Nieder. Penny using the size, lost it in his feet. Nieder pokes it away. Nieder turns up ice now. Chiefs might have overcommitted too many skaters. We've got the final minute of play now. Over to Remsen. Remsen wide, shoots, just off target. Pelk stays back but keeps it in. Penny second try clears. Schenkel back at his own blue. Quick up, Penny intercepts it. Nieder tracking back, takes it again. Nieder through neutral ice. Ivers off the bench, steals it away. And Ivers with the shot, rings the bar. Ivers gets it back, opens up, plays it across off the boards. Sepulveda after it. 30 seconds left. Sepulveda to Long, no shot. Long still trying to get a shot off. Nieder just trying to clear now. Puts it off the boards and out to neutral ice. Penny to Ivers. Ivers trying to find it again. Ivers will shoot this time. He scores! With 9 seconds left, Connor Ivers again matching Nieder. Fourth of the night. And he'll put this game on ice. 7-5 for the Chiefs. Rang the middle of the bar on the first attempt. That one did not miss. Back in Antico. Time gonna expire all the way down. East Islip gonna end the 25-26 season with a big time victory. 7-5 over KPC. A great way to end the season for East Islip. Obviously, everybody wants to be going to playoffs, but you can end the season with a victory, especially over a team that you haven't been able to beat throughout the regular season. Couple of exclamation points, absolutely, and a lot to look forward to for East Islip heading into next year for their developmental and freshman squads. That's a cap on the regular season for East Islip. Got to thank all of the EI friends, family, and fans at home for tuning in all season long, for supporting the athletes out on the ice, and we can't wait to be back with you guys in the fall, in September, for the 2026-2027 season. For KPC, the season will continue. Pardon me. Next Monday, semifinal action, and our seeds and matchups are set. It's going to be the number 1 seed, Sachem, the Sachem Braves, taking on the number 4 seed, the KPC Knights Gold Squad. That game will be 6:20 over on the South Rink. And at 6:40 on the North Rink, it'll be the Northport Huntington Tigers taking on the West Islip Lions. So our semifinal matchups are set in the developmental division. So KPC fans, we'll see you 6:20 on Monday for some semifinal hockey. Big thank you to Wally Mitchell operating the camera for us tonight. My name is Travis Quigley. Thank you all so much for being a part of our broadcast here this evening. Once again, the final score, East Islip 7, KPC 5. 2 more games to go tonight. Northport and the SCHSHL Warriors Freshman Division Hockey coming up next, right here, live and only on the LI Sports Network in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time right here